Hey guys, my name's Kyler and welcome to a day in the gym, day 4. Today we worked on chest and triceps again, just like we did on day 1. And the way that I work out, the first half of the week is a lower rep range and you're using higher weight. And the second half of the week, you're using a higher rep range and a lower amount of weight. So what we did on we're gonna do different exercises. We're gonna work the same muscle group we did on Monday, on Thursday. Tuesday we'll work the same muscle group that we do on Friday, so on and so forth. I didn't really explain that at the beginning of the week, but now that we're getting to the second chest and tricep day, I figured I'd go ahead and let you guys know that is how I do things. Kind of dropped the ball on that, I apologize. To start the day off, we had low cable crosses. So you go to the cable machine, where you've got the two things here, and you know normally you'll do this, but we're not starting with those, we're starting with low. So you're gonna put them on their lowest setting, and you're gonna come up right here. It's pretty simple. You just wanna make sure that you're not bouncing a whole lot and that you're coming up and you're squeezing your chest together and you're flexing up at the top up here. That's pretty much it for this, the half of this week. We're doing rep ranges of 16 to 20 reps. Goal is to get 20. If you get 20, go up in weight. If you can't get to the 20, do not let yourself get less than 16 reps. Because it is so many reps, you're not going to be using a whole lot of weight, so keep that in mind when you go in to do your first set. Don't put a lot of weight on there like you're like, oh, well, I'm good at cable crosses. Earlier this week we did, say we did cable crosses, or last week we did cable crosses and I was doing this many pounds. Well, we're doing a lot more reps right now, so you're not going to be able to do that much weight. Just make sure you keep that in mind. But yeah, that's our first exercise. Next up, we got the regular, medium, whatever you want to call cable cross. You can call it some people call it the medium cable cross because it's right here. I just call it the regular one because it's regular height, and you're just cable crossing. I like to do these on the seated machine, not the standing machine, just because I've always done it on the seated machine, so I can better track my progress that way rather than switching back and forth. But similar to the low where you're doing this, you're just going to start out wide here. You're going to keep your arms out straight. You're going to come in. You're just going to make sure you get that squeeze and flex on your pec as you come all the way in. Using machines, it's not really many tips or anything you can explain on these, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that and let you watch the set real quick. Alright, the last chest exercise we did today was dumbbell flies. I do dumbbell flies a little bit differently than most people where even though it's still 16 to 20 reps, I take a bit longer and on the way down, I hold for about a 2 count right here, and then on the way up, I turn my wrists inward and get even more of a flex and squeeze on my pecs. So hold, so you'll start up here, you'll come down, hold, 1, 2, on the way up, rotate your hands in so that the actual weight part of the dumbbells touch each other right here, and get that nice squeeze and flex in your pecs right here. Sorry, I just drank my protein and burping a little bit from it. moving on to triceps. First thing we're gonna do with triceps is we're gonna use the dumbbell for the overhead tricep extensions. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a dumbbell, you're gonna have, like, say the bar is here and then the weight is here. You're gonna hold right there. So the weight is around your hands and the bar is going in between where your thumbs make that little pocket. So you're gonna do that, you're gonna bring them up here and you're just gonna raise it right here. I have the problem where I naturally, because I've had shoulder surgeries and things like that, I can't, even without weight, I have a hard time keeping my elbows all the way in. So it's not, getting your elbows all the way in is gonna really isolate that tricep and it's gonna be a lot better for your tricep itself. I personally am physically unable to do that. As you can see, I was having a hard time doing it without any weight on, holding any weight at all. So if your elbows are out a little bit, that's fine. You're still gonna work your tricep. You're just gonna isolate that tricep if you can get your elbows in here. But yeah, so there's that. Next up, we have probably my favorite tricep exercise in skull crushers. The way that I do skull crushers is I do sets of 60, regardless of what that day's rep range is. So what I'll do is I'll get the easy bar, and I'll be laying on the bench, and I'll do 20 reps to my chin, right here. And then without taking a break, once I get that 20th one, I move and I do 20 reps to my forehead. Once I finish that 20th rep, I move and I do 20 reps to behind my head. Now the way I do it also is I do half reps to always keep tension on that tricep. So instead of going all the way up and locking out, I'll go up and I'll make my tricep force myself to stop before going all the way up, and then I'll come back down. So I'm always keeping the tricep engaged. I've just found that for me personally, I build strength faster and I build size faster when I'm always keeping a muscle engaged like that. It's the same reason why instead of when I'm doing the flies earlier, I hold and then I come up and twist so that my chest isn't even getting a break when I'm up here. It's always being worked, just like on this, your tricep is always being worked because it's always going to be engaged. So yeah, I recommend doing that. The video for this part of triceps is a little bit long, but just so you can see all the 20, 20, and 20, and then you can be able to make sure that you are, again, not locking all the way out and keeping the strain on your triceps the whole time so that you can be able to keep them engaged and work them as much as possible. Last but not least, we have rope tricep pushdowns. Now, most people know how to do this, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. But again, our rep range today was 16 to 20, and what you want to do is don't hold at the very bottom where the caps are. It's like kind of like a crutch. You want to hold a little bit higher than that, and you want to, as best you can, come down, and as you pull down, pull out. So pull down and out with the rope as well, as best you can. Now I know, especially at the end of your workout, your triceps are already tired. You may not be able to pull out all the way. And that's perfectly fine. Also, when you're doing it, make sure that you're not swinging your arms up and down. The upper part of your arm needs to stay locked in place. So right here should stay locked in place, and you should only be moving, my leg's kind of in the way here to go full rep, but you should only be moving right, from your elbow down. You should be moving so that you're just locking out with that tricep. And this should be locked in place. You should just be pushing down with your tricep only. But yeah, so like I said, that's 16 to 20, coming up to about here and going all the way down and making sure that you're not moving the upper part of your arm at all. Alright, that's all we had for today. So thank you for watching A Day in the Gym, Day 4, chest and triceps. I hope you got something out of this, a good tip or even just a good workout out of watching it. If you didn't like this video, leave a dislike, say in the comments what you didn't like about it so I can know how to improve. Really appreciate the criticism. If you did like the video though, give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel and go ahead and comment any tip that you found helpful or anything at all that you liked about the video. Get big or go home.